Hello gamers, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell to be notified of new videos. Click that like button to encourage and motivate me. Share this with your friends and leave a positive comment. Thanks for watching and welcome to my video called Why I Quit YouTube and Why I'm Back. I'm here to try something new, so stick around for the end of this video and I'll tell you what's coming next. Alright, give you a little history. I started making videos, gaming videos, with my buddy Noggin back in the year 2017. We were playing co-op in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Ghost Recon Wildlands. And I'm talking to Noggin on Steam Friends on a microphone, right? And just so many hilarious things happen along the way. He'd bust out laughing, I'd bust out laughing, and then we'd try to explain to each other what the hell just happened. And it was like, dude, I'm just going to start recording everything. And then when I get something cool, I'll clip it and send it to you on YouTube. So, back to those first few videos, I was just playing GTA and Ghost Recon with Noggin, talking in Steam Friends. Shit happened, and we laughed our asses off. That's what co-op gaming is about, right? That's one facet of social gaming or multiplayer gaming. That's another topic for another video, but hey, what do they call that? Foreshadowing things to come. All right, so anyway, because we were playing co-op, we were usually on opposite sides of the map, right? Like, he's going to go to the east and pick off the snipers in that tower, and I'm going to go to the west and pick off the snipers in this tower. And then we're going to head into the fort, and then we're going to meet up at the front gate, and then we're going to sneak around quietly together and pick off the guys as we go. Blah, 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 blah. So we would coordinate that on microphone. But occasionally, he'd be over on the east side, I'd be on the west side. Boom, 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 boom. Shit happens, and both of us are laughing our butts off, and it's like, what happened? I can't even explain it. So we started recording our videos. We would clip a couple things, and then we would send them to each other back and forth. And then the next night, we would watch the videos and laugh our asses off and play some more. That's how things go when you're a multiplayer social gamer, right? Again, foreshadowing. So, you know the old saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but video is priceless. So, like I said, we were playing co-op. We were on opposite sides of the map. We learned how to open OBS, just record the whole gaming session. Then we clipped our videos with Windows Movie Maker. And we sent each other, we uploaded it to a YouTube channel that was marked as unlisted. And then we would send each other a link. Actually, yeah, we would have to send each other a link because he couldn't just go to my channel and look because they were unlisted videos. But it was fun. He would watch my videos, I'd watch his videos, and it's like, oh shit. All right, well, now tonight we're going to take the fort. Like, if we didn't complete the mission yesterday, we're going to get it done today. Oh, it was just so much fun. So much fun. Just playing games and then making videos for fun and then clipping videos and throwing them at each other and laughing our asses off and talking about things in review. So I'm trying to recapture that. And like I said, we posted our videos as unlisted. We shared links privately in Steam Friends, but eventually my buddy Noggin got busy with his work and his wife and his kids, and mine were grown and gone, and I'm looking at early retirement, and we just weren't playing online together anymore. So one day, I was playing in single player in Ghost Warrior 3, and I got stuck in a mission segment called Hack the Computer to Open the Gate. I spent at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour, searching the base, restarting the mission over and over, hoping that I would see a little game tip pop up that says, you're near the base, or you're near the computer, or something, man, anything, give me a sign. Anyway, I somehow missed this stairway. That's all it was. Dude, you just go down the stairs, and there's a basement under this building. And I walked past that stairway and that railing and that light shining out of the basement 10 times minimum. So anyway, it was staring me right in the face the whole time. I was so frustrated though, and then relieved that I found it, I decided, you know what? I use YouTube to find solutions to these sticking points all the time. I know how to make videos. I have OBS. I have Windows Movie Maker. I can clip a segment of this video and show people how to get through this because I could not find a YouTube video that showed me that particular thing. Therefore, my first video went public on YouTube, not live. All right, so, all right, like I said, I was so frustrated and then so relieved that I found the damn computer. I made a quick video. It's only 1 minute and 15 seconds long, but it's my highest ranked video. I have over, I don't know, a couple thousand views. Big whoop, a couple thousand. And, I uploaded it to my YouTube and I set it to public, and that was 6 years ago, dude. The rest is history. And not really, because there's not much history to it. I kind of didn't keep posting videos. I just played games. My purpose was just one gamer trying to help other gamers by making that video. But then I started learning about YouTube monetization and the YouTube monetization model and the steep mountain it is to climb. Holy cow. I did all the things. I registered, I signed up, I got AdSense, I did all the things. I watched some YouTube channels. More about that later. And anyway, I did all the things that were necessary to become eligible for monetizing my videos on YouTube. Yeah, 6 years ago I posted my first video, but then eventually I started a Twitch channel. Maybe that was 4 years ago. So there's a big dry spell, but blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my purpose 6 years ago was just to be one gamer helping another gamer. And I kind of think that's what I kind of want to return to. But those are like, you got to play a lot of games and post a lot of little how-tos. So, gamer to gamer is I really want people to comment. I want my YouTube comment section to be a conversation. I want people to talk to each other. I want to make videos where I am just talking to you, we're hanging out, and you come back or you watch my video and you have 15 things to say during the course of the video, and you can just start dropping comments, man. I will try to respond to every one of them initially. But hey, if I ever hit 1,000, I can't reply 1,000 times a day, dude. It's just never going to happen. But anyway, let's get back to the thing. My purpose was one gamer helping another gamer, just like I have received help by watching other gamers' YouTube videos showing me how to find the exit or the hidden underneath the waterfall cave. What? That kind of crap. So, anyway, as a result of making that video and seeing that, hey, I'm actually getting people to comment and give me a like and say thank you and stuff like that. That was awesome. That felt great. And then I started realizing that, oh, look, you can make money on YouTube. Oh, well, that's what all these game channels are about. I already knew that. I'm just being dramatic. Anyway, as a result, I learned about the YouTube monetization model and what a steep ass mountain it is to climb. I did all the things necessary to be eligible for monetizing my videos. I signed up for AdSense. I created a branding account or whatever the hell that is. I did all the things. I followed the tutorials. There's tons and tons and tons. There's a billion videos about how to get rich and make money on YouTube. In fact, I think that's one of the most lucrative opportunities because all they do is regurgitate the same material month after month after month and say, well, the YouTube algorithm changed. Well, guess what? It changes every single month, but they don't give any new or different advice about how, hey, you have to write a channel or you have to write a title that has a bunch of keywords in it and make it kind of clickbait. Ask a question, solve a problem, do this, that, or the other thing that will guarantee that you're going to get 1,000, you're going to get 100,000 likes or clicks or, bro, I've been around the block now. And after a couple years doing the YouTube channel, I just said, fuck it, I quit. But, like I said, I did all the things necessary to be eligible for monetizing, and I got no traction. I didn't write clickbait headlines, but I did use the appropriate words in my headlines and my titles. I'm familiar with SQL, Structured Query Language. Ghost Warrior 3. Hack the computer to open the gate. That's the title of my video, because that's the title of the game. That's the title of the mission. That's what people are going to search for. That's like the basic structured English, structured question query language. Bada bing, bada boom. Anyway, I digress. As usual, if you've ever seen another one of my videos, you know that I yap a lot. So anyway, here we go. My purpose was one gamer trying to help another gamer. I learned about monetization. I did all the things, and I made, one of those other things was to make an introduction video for your YouTube channel. And then I started uploading videos that I had captured the same as I did with my buddy Noggin, right? I was playing randoms on Discord, Mudrunner, Spin Tires, actually Spin Tires, then Mudrunner. And I would just, jump into a game and I'm like, hey guys, I'm recording. Do you mind? I might put this on YouTube. Nah, cool. We just had stupid adventures. It was fun. People falling off cliffs, winching each other, rescuing each other. It was so much fun. So that's what I'm hoping I will get back to, is just making fun YouTube videos. Anyway, like I said, I made the channel intro. I started playing games with a bunch of different people. But eventually I learned about the ever-changing YouTube algorithm and the monetization model and the word police and the censorship and the music police and copyright strikes and on and on and on. I learned so much. I learned about the search habits of people and the keywords and the titles and the thumbnails and blah, 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 blah. Every day I had to learn and do something new, which is both good and bad. It's good because learning is fun, and when something was new and interesting and I hadn't accomplished it yet, it was a challenge. It was a thing, and I did it, and it was fun. But after I did it, it was bad because, I did it, and now it becomes a repetitive task. So my gaming started to feel like work, and making videos started to feel like work. And then I found Twitch in about 2018, I guess, and I just started streaming video games for fun again. I met cool people. I started a Discord channel of my own. Instead of being on the Spin Tires, Mudrunner, other game genre specific Discords, I started my own Discord server. Go to GameBrain.media, my website, and there's a big Discord icon there. You'll join the party. Played a lot of games on Twitch and learned that Twitch creators and Twitch viewers seem to prefer to be and to watch one-trick ponies. Seems to be about an 80-20 mix. 80% of the people on Twitch play the same freaking game endlessly. There's the girl who plays Sims 4. There's the dude who plays Call the Wild. There's the dude who plays Fishing Planet. There's the dude who plays Tarkov. There's the dude who plays PUBG. And guess what? It's not just one dude. There's 10 dudes or 5 dudes or 8 dudes or 50 dudes in that same one game. And they make up 80% of the channels are one game specific, and or make the same exact content in the same exact genre with the same exact game 80% of the time. Because if they play anything outside of the norm, their audience doesn't show up. Anyway, that's like the 80-20 split rule of one-trick ponies on Twitch. But, the same is true on YouTube, and all the monetization experts and all those videos I watched about how to get 1,000 subscribers. Okay, well, first of all, I guess, rule 1, be interesting, be fun, make enjoyable content. But I don't want to digress, as I usually do. I'll save that for the end, and I'll talk about Gary Vee at the end, and documenting versus creating content and editing videos and making something fake rather than doing something real. That's a whole other topic, right? But that's what I promised you at the start of this video, the summary. So here we go. Played a lot of games on Twitch, met a lot of creators, saw a lot of one-trick ponies. The same thing is true on YouTube, and I find it kind of boring. Just being in one niche. The monetization experts tell you, if you're going to be a cooking channel, then just be a cooking channel. And you might want to focus on just being a seafood only cooking channel. Or you only make Italian pasta. Or, like, really? From a cooking channel down to you only make seafood. Or you specialize in shrimp dishes. Guess what? I guarantee you there's somebody excelling in that arena on YouTube. Because those guys probably aren't wrong, but I'm not going to bow down to that kind of system. I don't want any part of that. I'm just going to keep being me. But for a while, I got hung up on the fact that I need to niche down. I need to get down to a single genre and then a niche within the genre. Yeah, screw that. It basically just stalled me. I stopped having fun. I wasn't playing the games I wanted to play. I was trying to play repetitively the games that, I was thinking of niching in. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So, then, after all this experience, I learned about, something happened in 2018 and 2019 after I had just joined Twitch, and I started learning about, look, Twitch has, somebody can subscribe to your channel for $5 a month, and you get 50% of that, $2.50. Yay. And then they run commercials, and you get 50% of that. It's 50 cents per ad or something like that. Like, wait, you're only charging $1 an ad, or you're only paying me 50 cents per ad? That doesn't add up. Anyway, learning about all that crap, it was fun initially until you discover, or until you realize, until you learn, and here's how it works. And now it's repetitive. Now it's same shit, different day. So, anyway, in 2018 I started Twitch. In 2018 and 2019, YouTube had something called the Adpocalypse. And then they had Admageddon, right? 2 years in a row, YouTube made sweeping changes to their rules about the content, monetization, adultification, or preventing children from seeing things they're not supposed to, even though this doesn't apply to my channel at all. They just froze all advertising for everybody until they spent a lengthy period of time analyzing and, I don't know, auditing everybody's channel. Now, they did it with a computer algorithm, but that's what everything on YouTube's about, dude, is the algorithm. So, anyway, I'm just speaking for the record, and I forgot to start the video just so that there was something going on in the background while I talked. So this is going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and this is an episode, or this little segment is called Whiskey Hotel, which is the White House. And it is the battle when people break into the White House. So let's see if I can get that going. Yeah, Whiskey Hotel, day 5. James Ramirez. All right. Back to the regularly scheduled program. YouTube made sweeping changes, and they continue to do so every few months now. Sweeping changes to the algorithm, and sweeping changes to censorship, and right to reject, and right to censor, and right to, what's it called, obfuscate, or shadow ban you, or relegate, bury your videos if you say the slightest wrong word that they don't approve of. But they don't publish a list of poo-poo words. So it's more about channels in a different genre that are getting hammered, but it affects everybody down. It's a trickle-down effect. So anyway, after having learned all of that and all the sweeping changes and all the regularly monthly changes to YouTube's algorithm and the monetization, they went from monetization rules were 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month period. Then they said, we're going to give you 50% monetization if you hit 500 subscribers. because a shit ton of people just quit YouTube. They were making more money by having patrons, or they went off to a different channel and they had a different monetization system, and they were functioning independently of YouTube. So YouTube dumbed down some of the requirements, but you only get 50% of the potential income, but you only need 500 subscribers instead of 1,000. You only need 3,000 watch hours instead of 4,000 watch hours. They really desperately need those watch hours, because the watch hours every minute or every 60 seconds or every, well, I guess there's a 5-second commercial every 3 minutes, or like there's some methodology to the advertising algorithm, right? It's a pattern, it's a repeatable pattern in a process. I don't know what it is. Nobody in the world will ever know what it is, because they are sworn to secrecy. They don't want people to know, because then people would exploit the system. So anyway, that's where my head has been at, is in all that bullshit that I just explained. So ultimately, I built a website and I tried to figure out how I could appeal to a wider audience and make money outside of the YouTube and Twitch ecosystems without having to depend upon Patreon or GoFundMe. Okay, Patreon and GoFundMe are notorious for also censoring people, banning people, shadow banning people, rejecting campaigns outright. So I've looked for alternatives, and I've found GiveSendGo, and I found Subscribestar. So I will probably be starting accounts at those two places. In the meantime, I've started an account at PayPal. They have been known to censor and block and disbar, ban people, etc. But not necessarily in the gaming genre, unless you count one particular person. I will not name names. But that person is back on YouTube and everything's gold, because that's what really drives the whole thing. Gold, dude, gold. There was a guy, he was making money for YouTube. He had millions of subscribers, millions of views, and he did something poo-poo, and they said, bitch slap, slap, slap. You're gone, you're banned. And then quietly, he returned. His audience returned, and he's making money, and YouTube's making money. So it's not the only story like that, I think. So anyway, I became very disillusioned about the whole process, and I said, screw you guys, I'm going home. And I didn't do nothing for a year. I haven't put up any videos. I did play a lot of games. I returned to having fun playing games, and not making videos, which is work. So I'm trying to figure out how to blend those things, right? And I think the best opportunity for me is ask people, go to my website, hit that PayPal button, and buy me a beer. Give me $5. I really want to create a GiveSendGo campaign, which is like a Kickstarter campaign or a GoFundMe campaign, to buy an RTX 4090. I have a 3070 and it's very good, but a 4090 would render videos when I have to do video editing, which sucks. I hate video editing. In fact, I think maybe a faster processor would be cheaper as a starting point, and I could throw a faster processor in this computer, and that would initially aid my video editing time. Bro, you just don't know. If you haven't tried this, you play the game, you take the game, you put it into editing software. You have to watch, like if you played an hour of a game, you have to watch through an hour of your video and cut a little piece here and cut a little piece there and cut a little piece here and cut a little piece here and cut a little piece there, where you either took a piss break or you said the word piss and you had to cut out the swear words, or whatever you need to do for your channel. This is a talking video. This is not, I'm not editing game content. Like there's a couple of gaming channels that I'm familiar with where they just record video. They might run 10, 15, 20, 100 laps, but they only show you their 10 best laps, and then they do a voiceover. Okay, I've learned how to separate my audio channel and my video channel, and now I'm getting into the weeds. But that's a possibility to, like right now, this is essentially a voiceover, except I'm cheating. I'm playing a YouTube video in the background, and I'm talking. Oh crap. No, the YouTube video should be mute and my audio should be good. I hope I didn't do this whole thing without, hey, I am not good at this. I was just a gamer trying to have fun, and then a gamer trying to make a buck, and then that became work, and then I quit, and now it's like I'm back to trying to make a buck. So hit my website at GameBrain.media and hit that PayPal button, and help me get to the next step. If you're interested, I will make more and better content as I go. I have learned so much in the year off that I took, primarily about video editing, and not so much about the monetization. I mean, that's going to be a mystery forever. But why am I telling you all this, right? I guess it's because once I came to really understand YouTube and Twitch monetization systems of subscription, bits, likes, view count, view duration, sponsors, that women get paid 3 times more for ads than men. TNA is what sells on YouTube. I realized that I will never meet those qualifications of having TNA to make a buck in the system. Now, granted, not every channel's TNA, but there are some boring channels or videos I have watched. And the only reason I clicked them is because that incredible thumbnail drew me in. And honestly, I don't waste much time. I click through. If they're speaking a foreign language, poof, I'm gone. It's purely, obviously, a money grab. If it's about some girl in a bikini kayaking and ocean fishing, then I'll probably stick around because she might actually have something worth watching. And you quickly realize, because I've watched a lot of fishing channels, I'm a big fan of the fishing channels and the sailboat channels. You quickly realize how to evaluate that channel, right? You go look at all the rest of their thumbs, and you go look at the other topics. And if everything is just kind of like a superficial clickbait BS, okay, I am not interested and I will not subscribe. Hopefully, I am going to give you something interesting and meaningful, and thumbnails and titles and keywords and searchable SQL strings, discoverable, searchable, indexable, whatever. Anyway, like I said, why am I telling you that? I want to try to beat the system, dude. I want to try to make a buck. The system, I think, seems to be designed to so that you can't make a buck, so that YouTube gets to make money forever on the noobs. Do you know that only 1% of YouTubers have 100,000 followers or subscribers? What? Yeah, 1%. The 1% club has 100,000 subscribers. People who have notifications turned on. Hey, tell me when this guy makes a video. There's only 1% of the entire YouTube ecosystem that is there. And I don't know if you can actually, I guess that's something I'm going to have to research. Can you make a living on YouTube if you have 10,000 followers? Now, there's another concept in here called 1,000 true fans. And you can search that statement, put it in quotation marks, 1,000 true fans, close quote. I'm really getting into the weeds again. I digress. Anyway, I want to try to beat the system. I want to try to make a buck. I want to try to get independent contributions on PayPal. I want to create campaigns with Give, Send, Go, which is similar to GoFundMe or Kickstarter, for buying a new CPU so I can render video faster, buying a new video card so I can make better quality videos in 4K. Now, you may not be able to watch videos in 4K on YouTube, but I am uploading videos in 4K, as are all other reputable gaming content creators, I guess, as far as I know. All right, so like I said before, learning was fun, but once I learned a lot of the stuff, it just became repetitive work. Right? I ended up working more than gaming. Like I said, I spent an hour on the game. I spent an hour editing my video that I captured from the game. I spent half an hour making a thumbnail. I spent half an hour nitpicking over the freaking title. But, streaming games was easy. I could just go to Twitch. It was easy, but it wasn't prof. I could go to Twitch and I could make a video, I could stream a video. And, what was good and bad there. Every once in a while, somebody would drop in and I'd have a conversation with someone, but it was also distracting. It was very hard to play an intense game while somebody's chatting and words are popping up on your screen. So that's a thing. But streaming games was easy because I could go. And honestly, I'm an early riser, so I got up at 4 or 5 in the morning, and I would get on Fishing Planet, and I would make a video, and nobody would be awake, nobody would be butting into, or some people maybe in a different time zone would drop in and say, "Hey, where can I find this or that specific fish?" Oh, and I would tell them that if I knew, on this specific lake, at this specific dock, and at this specific tree. And they're like, "Oh man, thanks. Okay, bye." And that's all you get out of that on Twitch. And they didn't subscribe. They didn't, offer me a beer, and that's called biddies on Twitch. So that's a thing. Streaming games was easy, and then I could take my stream, I could edit it, I could edit my video directly in the Twitch browser. Go get a beer. Or that guy came in and I talked to him for 10 minutes and I want to get rid of him from my YouTube video because this isn't Twitch over on YouTube. So I would edit my Twitch video and then I would export directly from Twitch's server to YouTube's server. Poof. I didn't have to download the vid. I didn't have to record the vid locally. I didn't have to have mass quantities of hard drive storage. And I didn't have to upload the video after I edited it. It was just a straight transfer from Twitch to YouTube. So I might return to that for another channel that I have in mind, because it's going to be more like a podcast and more like open, freewheeling, free speech kind of stuff. Anyway, here we go again. Right? Streaming games is easy, but it was not profitable. I don't follow the pattern. I don't fit the pattern. I am not the pattern. I am not. I'm a round peg in a square hole, but I'm bigger around than I am square. So I never will fit in that. Like you can fit a round peg into a square hole as long as the round peg is smaller than the X and Y measurements of the square. Anyway, I'm going to start creating unique, entertaining videos about gaming, but it's really hard. That's where we get to Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He has an interesting perspective. You can go learn all about Gary V. I won't give you his history or background, but he's a proponent of document, don't create content. Document what you're doing. Now, he's in a whole different genre, right? He's in the business genre. Document what you're doing. Just get a camera and have somebody follow you around, and things happen. You can edit out some of the oops, and you can retain the quality content. That's kind of like my methodology, but there's also, and I guess the flip side of that coin that he's talking about is people who create specific content. They make a subject. It's like they make a miniature documentary. He's like, bro, that is so time consuming. You spend so much time doing research. You write a script. You make the video. You edit the video. You agonize over your YouTube thumbnail and your title, because it's a thing. It's a construct. It's made up of multiple parts. It's like just documenting what you're doing is 1,000 times easier. You'll make twice as much content. You'll make 10 times as much content. And he's not wrong. But you may not make as much, or you might make equal quality content to the guys who agonize, right? To the edited, to the, let's call it structured and edited content. The content creators versus, I guess for lack of a better word, the streamers. Gary V is a streamer. He has made content. He's done structured videos, but that's what I'm looking at, and that's ultimately, I guess, what the statement I made at the beginning of the video. I'll tell you about this at the end. I'm going to start doing both. I'm going to try to capture content that's interesting and then build a video from it. But because I'm running 4K games now and I'm not going back, I have to capture all my content locally. So I will probably just continue a kind of documenting what I'm doing. Like this most recent drop that I made is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's the original version from, I think, the year 2009. And, dude, that's wicked old, right? Yeah, it's from the year 2009. So, but replaying it in 4K was like, oh my God, what a beautiful game. What a phenomenal game. When I played it, I could probably only run it at medium settings with a couple of textures or a couple of quality settings ticked upwards. Or my other method was I would try to run the game on high. It would choke and stutter. I'd get 35 to 40 FPS. That sucked. So I would start knocking things down. Instead of starting with medium and going upwards, I would start with high and start dropping like shadows from high to medium or from high to low. Because when you really look at when you play a level with shadows on high or low, depending on the game and the lighting and the mood and the setting and all that crap, shadows can be on low and you save a lot of frames. You'll gain 5 to 10 FPS in some games by just cranking down the shadows. So suddenly you go from making 35 to 40 FPS, you go to 45 to 50 FPS, or 40 to 55 FPS. Then you crank down anisotropic filtering from 16 to 8. But when you compare the medium settings to the high settings, you start to look at and differentiate. But when you don't care about that and you have a video card powerful enough to run your game at 4K and you can run everything on ultra, and if it does kind of like stutter a tiny bit, you turn down two clicks on shadows, or one click on shadows and one click on anisotropic filtering. Honestly, the naked eye, I've seen all kinds of videos about that setting, and it's 2 to 3 FPS. It seems marginal, incremental, but when you find 3 different settings, like cranking down your shadows, cranking down your anisotropic, and cranking down, I don't know, maybe blades of grass or your view distance, just one little tick, you've gained 3 FPS, 3 FPS. You gain an extra 10 frames. So you might go from 50 to 60, and the game just really smooths out and becomes playable. With an appropriate video card on a 4K monitor, that's not an issue. But here we are again. I digress into gaming crap instead of what this video is about. Why did I quit? Why am I back? And what am I doing? Why am I telling you this? Well, I just want you to know where I've been, what I've done, and where I'm going, and hope you will subscribe, like, and comment. And then, like, back to the script. Here's the departure. Believe it or not, I wrote a 2-page script. Largely bullet points, but paragraphs also. And, of course, I have digressed. That's how I do things. So I'm willing to understand and accept that, right? That's why Gary Vee appealed to me in saying, just document what you're doing. Make twice as many videos as the guys who, or 3 times, 4 times as many videos as the guys who create specific content and make little mini documentaries and stuff. Do something, even if it's wrong. Eventually you're going to find something right. So anyway, like I was saying before, creating unique, entertaining videos about gaming is really pretty hard. Editing videos is really, really hard. Making thumbnails isn't really hard, but it's just really, really tedious. Actually, the same is true with videos. It's not hard, it's just tedious. You really have to go through frame by frame in the minutia. Like, I've learned how to, what's it called? There's a word for it. Scrub. I think it's called scrub. I've learned how to scrub through my video, get into the sticking point, and then I can chop out and edit things pretty quickly. So I'm learning and I'm getting better at that. So it's not as hard because I have hotkeys. I've memorized the keyboard commands to do scrubbing, backward, forward, page up, page down, left arrow, right arrow, 1 second, 1 frame at a time. Really? Yes. I am editing 1 or 2 seconds out of a video. Bro, it's that shitty. It's that not fun. It's that tedious. But like I said, it was hard to learn, but it's not hard to do. It just becomes tedious and repetitive, like thumbnails and titles. And writing titles isn't very hard either. But my internal critic is very harsh. I might write 16 titles or 16 variations. I don't make separate individuals. I write a title, then I change 2 words, and then I move I move these words to the end, and I move 2 other words further up. And then I say, what if? And then I try a different question, and then it's like 6 ways from Sunday. let's see, 6 ways from Sunday would be 36 variations instead of 16 titles. Anyway, like I said, ultimately, I'm still playing games. I'm still having fun. I'm having more fun just playing games and not making videos. But I am hoping that I can crack the code and get some people to subscribe, click like, comment, and hey, even if you just want to bitch at me and say, you suck, dude, you talk too much, I understand. But guess what? That's a point in the YouTube algorithm. So, yay. Go ahead. If you don't want to leave a positive comment, every one of your comments still counts as an interaction. But I'd really appreciate the positive comments. They motivate me. They drive me forward. They make me want to make more and do better and all that stuff. So, like I said, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a positive comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifications bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. I only need 947 more subscribers to be a YouTube millionaire. Oh, yes, I pre-scripted. I wrote that last. That was my exit line. All right, so hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun today. I always do. Bye-bye. Share this with your friends and leave a positive comment. Thanks for watching.